Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is just another wild day in Genoa City, and we are here for all the messy drama. Grab a huge cup of coffee. We have some massive things to talk about today. Let's just dive right into the madness. So let's talk about Victor Newman and Phyllis Summers, because things are getting absolutely insane right now. Victor has the upper hand, and he is squeezing Phyllis tight. We all knew Victor was never going to just let Phyllis take his company and walk away, but the way he is doing it, it is just brutal. He is holding some serious evidence against her, finding her weaknesses, and he is pushing her right into a corner, a total dead end. He is forcing her to do exactly what he wants, and Phyllis is facing a massive, high-risk dilemma. Victor has backed her into a corner with an offer she literally cannot refuse, or maybe she can, but the consequences are going to be terrible. Because we are talking about AI-generated criminal evidence, yes. Artificial intelligence. Victor is using tech to frame her, and it looks completely real. So real that Phyllis might actually go to prison if she does not cooperate. So Victor is pushing her to give up, to just surrender the Summers conglomerate, and take this chance to keep her freedom. And you just know Phyllis is going to explode. She is going to be so furious at this ultimatum, because Victor thinks he has all the power now, and he kind of does. The spoilers for The Young and The Restless show that Phyllis is going to have to make a really hard choice. So do not miss the fallout of Victor's next presentation, but let's rewind a bit. How did we even get here? Victor has been plotting this for a while. He paid off Patty Williams, Crazy Patty. He gave her a bag of cash to attack Phyllis at the GCC, and Patty did it. She went totally manic and ruined Phyllis's reputation in front of her business partners, but that was just a distraction, a smokescreen. While everyone was looking at Crazy Patty, Victor was quietly deploying his AI program, a program designed to take over the Summers empire and to create fake evidence. Evidence that puts Phyllis right at the scene of some major corporate crimes. So now Phyllis is sitting there, looking at this evidence, and it is terrifying, because AI can fake anything now: voices, documents, emails, video. Victor probably had his tech guys whip up a whole digital paper trail, a trail that makes it look like Phyllis embezzled millions, or committed massive corporate fraud. And authorities would totally believe it, because it is Phyllis. She has a history of doing shady things, so the cops wouldn't even question it. They would just slap the cuffs on her. And Victor knows this. He is banking on her bad reputation. He is using her past against her. Even if she didn't do this specific crime, who is going to believe her? Not the police, not the judge. And definitely not Christine, because Christine would love to lock Phyllis up. Victoria is already pushing Christine to take the prosecutor job just for this, to take down Phyllis permanently. But Phyllis is a fighter. She always has been. So giving up is not in her DNA. She fought so hard to build the Summers conglomerate. She thought she finally won. She told Lauren that she won. She was having this huge girl boss moment. And then her whole world crashed. Every single department had quit, because Victor bought them off, or threatened them. So she has no staff. She has no team. And now she has this fake AI evidence hanging over her head. It is just one blow after another, a total beatdown by Victor, and you can just picture the scene at the ranch, Victor summoning her. Sitting in his big leather chair, stroking his mustache, looking so smug, tossing a folder on the desk, or maybe a tablet playing a fake video, telling her she has two choices. Give back Newman Enterprises, or rot in a cell. It is cold. It is calculated. It is classic Victor Newman. And let's talk about the isolation. Phyllis is completely alone right now, because Victor made sure of it. Michael Baldwin tried to help her. Michael is her best friend. He tried to warn Lauren about Victor's trap. He wanted to give Phyllis an out, but Victor caught him. Victor planted a listening device, and he fired Michael on the spot. But he didn't stop there. No, Victor fabricated evidence against Michael too, made it look like Michael took bribes. So now Michael is facing disbarment. His career is over, because he tried to help Phyllis. So Phyllis has to live with that guilt. She knows her best friend's life is ruined because of her war with Victor. That is a heavy burden, and it makes her even more isolated. Because who else is going to stand by her? Nobody wants to end up like Michael. Nobody wants to cross Victor Newman right now. He is out for blood. And then there are her kids, Daniel and Summer. They are not even talking to her. Daniel literally told her that he and Summer want nothing to do with her, unless she gives the company back. They think she is being greedy. They think she is out of control. So she doesn't even have her family. She is sitting in her empty office, with no staff, no best friend, no kids. And Victor is holding the keys to her jail cell. It is a really pathetic situation for Phyllis, but also you kind of feel bad for her, even though she brought a lot of this on herself. Because Victor is just playing so dirty. The AI thing is next level. It is scary. It shows that Victor will cross any line. He doesn't care about the law. He just cares about winning. And he wants his kingdom back. He wants to be the king of Genoa City again. And he is crushing Phyllis like a bug to get there. So what is Phyllis going to do? Is she going to surrender? That is the big question. Will she really hand over the Summers conglomerate? It goes against everything she believes in. She hates Victor. She hates losing to him, but the alternative is prison. And Phyllis hates prison even more. She has been there. She knows what it is like. The orange jumpsuit, the terrible food, the loss of freedom. She can't go back, she just can't. So Victor is betting on her fear. He is betting that her fear of prison is stronger than her pride. And he is probably right. But this is Phyllis. She is like a cat with 9 lives. She always finds a loophole. She always finds a way to squirm out of the trap. But this time, the trap looks pretty tight. The AI evidence is solid. At least to the naked eye. And with Christine potentially coming back as prosecutor, it is a wrap. Let's think about how this meeting goes down. Phyllis storming into the ranch, yelling at Victor, calling him a monster. And Victor just sitting there, calm, sipping his tequila. Telling her to lower her voice. He loves seeing her squirm. He loves the power trip. He will lay out the terms very clearly. Sign the papers transferring the company back to him. Or the AI evidence goes straight to the dough, and she will be arrested before dinner. It is a brutal ultimatum, and Phyllis will probably try to negotiate. She will try to call his bluff. She will say the evidence is fake, that she will prove it is AI, but Victor will just laugh, because proving it is AI takes time, takes money, takes experts. And while she is trying to prove it, she will be sitting in a jail cell without bail, because she is a flight risk. Victor has thought of everything. He always does. And we have to remember the history here. Victor and Phyllis have been at war for decades. They have done terrible things to each other. Remember Marco Onicelli. Victor literally brought a doppelganger to town to sleep with Phyllis. That is pure evil. So Phyllis feels completely justified in stealing his company. She thinks he owes her. She thinks this is payback, but Victor doesn't see it that way. Victor only sees what belongs to him, and he thinks Newman Enterprises is his birthright. So, he will destroy anyone who touches it. Phyllis poked the bear. She poked the biggest, meanest bear in Genoa City. And now the bear is biting her head off. It is clunky and messy and just so dramatic. But that is why we watch. We want to see these titans clash, but right now, it looks like a very one-sided fight. Victor is just pummeling her with these impossible choices. So let's talk about the actual AI evidence. What did Victor fake? Maybe it is a video of Phyllis making a deal with a known criminal. Or maybe it is audio of her ordering a hit on someone. Or maybe it is just boring financial fraud, like wiring millions of dollars to offshore accounts. But whatever it is damning. And it probably uses all her real passwords and accounts. Because Victor has the best hackers, he has infinite money. He can buy any technology he wants. And Phyllis is just a hotel owner trying to play in the big leagues. She is smart with computers too. She used to be a hacker, so maybe she can spot the fake. Maybe she can find the digital footprint. But does she have the time? Victor is not giving her time. He is putting a ticking clock on this ultimatum. Sign now, or go to jail. It is high pressure. It is a pressure cooker situation. And what about Victoria? Victoria is loving this. She is sitting on the sidelines, cheering her dad on. Victoria hates Phyllis just as much, because Phyllis ruined her life too. So Victoria is pushing Christine to take the job. Victoria wants to be the one to hand the evidence over. It is a family effort to destroy Phyllis. The Newmans are uniting against a common enemy. And when the Newmans unite, you better run. Phyllis should have run. She should have taken the money and left town. But her ego was too big. She wanted to be the boss. She wanted the Summers conglomerate to rival Newman. And now it is all crashing down. Her employees are gone. Her kids are gone. Her best friend is ruined. And she is staring at a prison sentence. It is a tragic downfall for Phyllis, but a very entertaining one for us viewers. We just can't look away from this train wreck. So I think she is going to sign. I really do. I think Phyllis is going to look at that AI evidence. She is going to realize she is beaten. And she is going to sign the papers. She will give the company back, because at the end of the day, Phyllis is a survivor. She will choose survival over pride. She will choose her freedom over a desk and a title. But she will not forget this. She will sign the papers, but she will vow revenge. She will look Victor in the eye and tell him this isn't over. But Victor won't care. He will just take his company back and kick her out of his house. And Phyllis will have to start from scratch, again, for like the 100th time. But that is what makes her a great character. She gets knocked down, and she crawls her way back up, even if it takes years. But right now, she is at rock bottom. Victor has completely outplayed her. So make sure you are tuning in, because this confrontation is going to be epic. The acting is going to be top-notch. You will see the rage in Phyllis's eyes. You will see the coldness in Victor's smile. It is going to be a masterclass in soap opera drama. Will she try a last-minute trick? Maybe. Maybe she will try to record Victor admitting it is fake. But Victor is too smart for that. He won't say it out loud. He will just point to the evidence and demand her signature. It is a high-risk dilemma. A choice between bad and worse. Prison or total surrender. I don't envy Phyllis right now, but I am definitely grabbing my popcorn to watch it all unfold. Let me know in the comments what you think she will do. Will she surrender? Or will she risk prison? It is going to be a wild ride, guys. Stick around for more updates.